And we are recording. Recording. I think we are recording. Guest had to bail, last minute work obligation. That's no worries. I'll whip one together. Myself, Thanos. Fine, I'll do it myself. That's the problem with people these days. You gotta do everything yourself. Episode 162. Available on YouTube, BitChute, DTube, Vimeo, YouTube, Anchor, Spotify. There's a Patreon link. Be really dope if anyone, somebody would pledge like $1 an episode or a week or $1 a month. That would be badass as fuck. Anything to give me to get this thing going. Buy better recording equipment, give myself more time to do episodes and find guests. Recently had on Brigadier General Robert Spaulding, a former B-2 Spirit pilot. Guy was a total badass. And trying to get on more guests, but that takes time. Takes time to do that. And when I'm at work, that's time that I'm not doing that. So ideally, I can turn this podcast into an income and spend all my time finding badass guests. But everyone's got problems. Everyone's got hopes and dreams. And I'm not the only person who has reality trying to stick their dick into my dreams and aspirations. So no sympathy there. So fuck it. Let's do this thing live. So let us see. There's something that I was thinking about a while ago that I wanted to do an episode on, but I realized I had no idea how to contact those people. Back to Patreon. Give me more time and money, people, and I can do this. I don't like that, the way that sounds. Give me more money. Fuck that. Make me earn it. All right. So Shiva Star, I think is what it was called. Shiva Star. So Shiva Star, originally just Shiva, is a high-powered pulsed power research device located at the Air Force Research Laboratory on the Kirkland Air Force Base in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The device was originally built in the 1970s for high-power X-ray research. It was later redirected to studies for the Strategic Defense Initiative and is now being used for magnetized target fusion. Shiva Star was named after the Hindu god Shiva, partly because its prototype originally had 4, quote, arms. Now it has 6, quote, arms. Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. Yeah, Strategic Defense Initiative. I remember it looks fucking badass. It's, man, I really need to find, yeah, look at that thing. That thing is, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, look at this, the stairwell. There's little stairs. I mean, look how fucking big this thing is. That's what he said. Because we live in 2020, you fucking bigots. Using Z-pinch devices, blah, blah, blah. And these thin foil high Z, blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Okay, yeah. Another upgrade followed in 19, blah, blah, blah. 2 more, blah, 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 blah. Shiva Star was also used as a dense plasma focus driver in the mid-'80s and as an experimental magnetic driver for conventional projectiles in the late '80s. Shiva Star was also used as an experimental weapon known as Marauder for the SDIF between 1989 and 95. Blah, 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 blah. The plasma projectiles would be shot at a speed of 3,000 kilometers per second in 1995 and 10,000 kilometers per second in 2000. I mean, what the fuck is going on? Like when you read that shit, it gives credence to so many like conspiracy theories of just how far advanced is, I mean, whatever that power structure is. Is it China? Is it the United States? Is it the Council on Foreign Relations? Is it Area 51? Is it S4, Phantom Works, Skunk Works? Is it the Illuminati? Is it a bunch of bankers? It doesn't matter what that is. There's an elite power structure that hails. They are in a technocratic elite, and they hail technology as the ultimate weapon, which it is. It's not stupid. If you want to rule the world, it's technology. I mean, that's how you do it. It's the sharper sword. It's the bigger ship of the line. That's what it is. So, but you just there's like little sprinkles. It's almost like I don't know. It's almost like did you ever when you were little you take tracing paper and you put it over like a penny or something, and then you take like the lead out of a pencil and put it on its side, and then you wipe it over, and you could start to get like depending on how hard you push down on it, you could get more and more detail of the penny. If you barely dragged it over, you'd get like you get the scribble, but then you'd start to see a circle just up here around the perimeter. And if you pushed it more, you maybe get some of the facial features, right? And you go more and more, you can get like the dates, you can get letters and shit. That's what I always think about when I think about like the super classified tinfoil hat, like unacknowledged special access programs. Is That's kind of what it's like. You can find these like little scraping the lead, and you can every once in a while you can just touch part of it, and it's right. You can only touch like the perimeter, but you do it enough places, and you look at enough interviews spanning enough decades, and you can almost start to make out just like the exterior most silhouette of this thing. And who knows, maybe that is the crux of the conspiracy mind, is what I perceive as little crumbs, puzzle pieces to a bigger picture are in fact just independent events, and there's no coordinated it's not something that I'm uncovering. It's if we're looking for like dinosaur fossils and we're digging out shit and and we're 30 or 40 feet apart from each other, and you uncover like a little tooth and I uncover like a little bit of a tail, it might be that I'm uncovering the tail of like a little like chicken-sized dinosaur, and you're uncovering the tooth of like another dog-sized dinosaur. But because you're getting a tooth and I'm getting a tail, anatomically, we assume that we're hitting the ends of this thing and there's 30 feet between us. This thing must be a monster. In reality, it might just be a little chicken shit, right? Might be a little dog shit. But there's nothing fun about that. So fuck it. Let's assume it's a massive structure that's coordinated. All right. So yeah, 3,000 kilometers a second in 1995. 10,000 kilometers a second in 2000. A shot has the energy of 5 pounds of TNT exploding. It's not a lot. It's kind of stupid. The test cost a few $1,000,000 a year. It could scramble electronics. It could shower the energy. The energy would shower the interior of the target with high energy X-rays. With high energy X-rays. The project then became classified, and no information has been published since 1995 since classification. What the fuck is going on? What the hell? What is that? I don't know, but it just seems like there is something on the horizon, right? Or this uncovered power structure that I was just talking about. It seems like it exists, right? I mean, you have Ben Rich saying that. What's the Ben Rich quote? Ben Rich quote. It's I don't have a guest today, so sorry, I gotta try to fill the Ben Rich, we already have the means to travel among the stars, but these technologies are locked up in black projects, and it would take an act of God to ever get them out to benefit humanity. Anything you can imagine, we already know how to do. I mean, this is the former CEO of Skunkworks. Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. It seems like it seems like there's something that we're just touching on. Marauder, magnetic. I have to shit so fucking bad. Please excuse me.